All right, fuckers, let's cut the crap and dive into some real shit. World War One. Everyone thinks they know, right? You sat through some bullshit history class, heard about the trenches, maybe saw a black and white photo or two.
Yeah, you think you know, but trust me, there's a whole universe of fucked upness surrounding this war. Shit that'll make your jaw drop.
And you, dear listener, you get it.
Yeah.
You send us a mountain of sources, a whole Wikipedia rabbit hole in World War One. You want the real deal, not the sanitized version. You're here for the blood, the guts, the mind-blowing stupidity that led to millions of deaths.
And let me tell you, the listener picked some seriously juicy material. This isn't just about dates and battles. It's about the tangled web of alliances, the backstabbing, the political maneuvering, all the shit that turned Europe into a powder keg.
Yeah, and right off the bat, even the damn name of the war is confusing. Before World War II came along and ruined everything, what did they even call this
The
mess?
Great War, sometimes just the World War. And get this, they actually called it the war to end all wars.
Are you fucking kidding me? The war to end all wars? Talk about naive. It's like saying one bottle of tequila will cure your alcoholism.
Seriously, it just shows how little they grasped the sheer scale of human stupidity. They were so traumatized by the carnage, they desperately clung to the idea that nothing like this could ever happen again.
Well, we all know how that turned out. Speaking of names, where the hell did World War One even come from?
Well, funny enough, a German dude named Ernst Haeckel, some biologist and philosopher, was already calling it First World War back in September 1914, while the damn thing was still raging.
No shit. A German guy called it while it was happening. Talk about predicting the apocalypse.
Guess he had a feeling this wasn't a one-time deal. Sadly, he was right.
Okay, so the name's settled, but let's unpack this whole good guys versus bad guys bullshit. I mean, it wasn't just Germany being the asshole, right?
Right. It's not as simple as pointing fingers at one mustache-twirling villain. It was a whole circus of fuckery, a tangled web of alliances and historical grudges that made the whole continent a tinderbox.
Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. Who was in cahoots with who, and why were they all itching for a fight?
Well, let's start with Bismarck, the Iron Chancellor of Germany. A real chess master when it came to international politics. His goal: isolate France after they got their asses handed to them in the Franco-Prussian War. So he concocts this thing called the League of the Three Emperors, bringing together Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Russia. Basically a keep your friends close and your enemies closer kind of deal.
Sounds more like a reality show with emperors than a political strategy.
It was all about maintaining a balance of power. But yeah, like any good reality show, there was a shit ton of drama. The League eventually went kaput. Austria-Hungary and Russia were constantly at each other's throats over the Balkans.
Oh, the Balkans, Europe's favorite playground for starting shit.
Exactly. After the League fell apart, Germany and Austria-Hungary formed the Dual Alliance, and then Italy hopped on board, creating the Triple Alliance. They were like, if anyone fucks with one of us, they're fucking with all of us.
So you've got this power trio strutting around, making everyone nervous. Who are they up against? Who are the cool kids trying to keep them in check?
That would be the Triple Entente France, still pissed off about losing to Germany, Russia, with their own expansionist dreams, and eventually Great Britain, always trying to keep things balanced on the continent. They saw Germany getting cocky and decided to join forces.
So basically you had two gangs of empires eyeballing each other, just waiting for an excuse to throw down. But there was that assassination, right? The one that supposedly started it all.
Yeah, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But here's the thing, that wasn't the root cause, it was just the spark that lit the whole damn powder keg. Tensions were already at a breaking point. Austria-Hungary was looking for any reason to put Serbia in its place, and the rest of Europe was just itching to get in on the action.
All right, so we've set the stage. Europe's a powder keg, alliances are tangled as fuck, and some Serbian nationalists just lit the fuse. Now we get to the good stuff, the actual war. Everyone knows about trench warfare on the Western Front, but what about all the other crazy shit that went down?
Oh, there's plenty of that. For starters, did you know that New Zealand basically strolled into German Samoa and said, "This is ours now"?
Wait, what? New Zealand, the land of hobbits and sheep, they were out there conquering shit.
You bet they were. August 1914, just weeks into the war, they waltzed in and took Samoa without firing a shot. Germany had bigger fish to fry in Europe, basically left their Pacific colonies to fend for themselves.
So New Zealand, the unexpected badass of the Pacific. Who else was getting in on the action?
Japan. Always opportunistic. Saw their chance and decided to grab some territory too. They snagged a bunch of German islands in the Pacific, which later became their South Seas Mandate, And they also took over German treaty ports on the Chinese mainland.
Sneaky bastards. It's like everyone saw World War I as a free-for-all land grab.
It kind of was, and the land grab wasn't just happening in Europe and the Pacific. Down in North Africa, you had the Senussi tribe waging a guerrilla war against the British and Italians.
The Senussi. Who the hell were they?
They were a Muslim brotherhood, based in Libya, mainly. The Ottomans, who were siding with Germany, got them all riled up, convinced them to fight against the Allied powers, all part of their plan to cause chaos and distract the Allies.
So even the Ottomans were playing the fuck shit up game. This world war was living up to its name.
Oh, it was global, all right. From the trenches of Europe to the deserts of Africa, the islands of the Pacific, this shit was going down everywhere.
Speaking of Europe, let's talk about the Eastern Front. I've heard it was a whole different kind of hell compared to the Western Front.
Brutal doesn't even begin to describe it. The scale of the fighting was massive, the casualties were astronomical, and the incompetence on display was mind-boggling. Russia, despite having a huge army, was poorly equipped and even more poorly led. They went to war missing half their supplies.
You're telling me they decided to fight a world war without packing enough ammo? Talk about amateurs.
Their logistics were a nightmare. Millions of soldiers, but not enough guns, bullets, or even boots to go around. And their leadership. Let's just say they weren't exactly strategic masterminds.
So it was a recipe for disaster.
It was. The Russians got their asses kicked early on, suffering huge defeats at Tannenberg and the Masurian Lakes. The Germans were just better equipped, better trained, and better led.
But didn't the Russians have that big win with the Brusilov offensive? I vaguely remember that from history class.
They did. In 1916, General Brusilov launched this massive offensive against Austria-Hungary. Surprisingly successful, actually. They inflicted heavy casualties and pushed the Austrians back hundreds of miles. It was a major victory for Russia, but
There's always a but with World War I.
it was a Pyrrhic victory. The Russians suffered such heavy losses themselves that they couldn't capitalize on their success, and it crippled the Austro-Hungarian army, making them even more reliant on Germany.
So a win that made things worse for everyone. Classic World War I.
The Brusilov offensive actually played a key role in the downfall of the Tsar and the rise of the Bolsheviks. The massive casualties, the economic strain, it further destabilized the Russian Empire, paving the way for revolution.
Damn, that's some serious butterfly effect shit. One battle in 1916 leads to the Russian Revolution and the rise of the Soviet Union.
The Eastern Front was a meat grinder, devoured millions of lives, and had far-reaching consequences that shaped the 20th century.
Speaking of getting caught in a meat grinder, what about Romania? Weren't they like that kid in school who tries to join the fight late and gets his ass kicked?
That's a pretty accurate description. Romania sat out the first couple of years, watching everyone else beat each other to a pulp. Then, in 1916, they thought they'd swoop in and grab some territory from Austria-Hungary while they were distracted.
Big mistake.
Huge mistake. The Central Powers weren't having any of it. They counterattacked and pushed Romania back, occupying most of the country.
So much for being opportunistic.
It was a humiliating defeat. They ended up signing the Treaty of Bucharest with the Central Powers, forced them to give up territory and hand over their oil reserves to Germany. It was a bitter pill to swallow.
Serves them right for trying to be a bunch of vultures. But you know who did eventually join the war and actually make a difference?
Yes. The United States. Fashionably late, as always.
Good old America. Swooping in to save the day. Eventually. What took them so long?
Well, for starters, they were trying to stay neutral, make some money off the war by selling stuff to both sides. But a couple of things pissed them off enough to finally join the party.
Let me guess. Germany was being a dick.
Bingo. First, there was Germany's unrestricted submarine warfare. They were sinking American ships, including the Lusitania, a passenger liner that got torpedoed in 1915, killing over 1,000 people, including 128 Americans.
Yeah, that'll piss off even the most isolationist Americans.
It was a major diplomatic incident. And then you had President Woodrow Wilson, who was all about making the world safe for democracy, thought America needed to be involved in shaping the post-war world.
The American savior complex in full swing. But wasn't the U.S. Army a bit of a joke at that point?
Their army wasn't exactly a well-oiled machine, that's for sure, but they had a lot of manpower, and their industrial capacity was enormous. Once they got their shit together, they became a major force to be reckoned with.
So the Yanks finally arrived, ready to kick some ass and chew some bubblegum. And I'm guessing they were all out of bubblegum. What happened next? Did their arrival turn the tide of the war?
The war dragged on for another year and a half. Both sides suffered horrific casualties, but the arrival of fresh American troops, combined with Germany's dwindling resources and manpower, definitely shifted the balance of power. The writing was on the wall for the Central Powers.
So how did the whole shit show finally come to an end?
Germany, desperate for a last-minute victory, made a final gamble in the spring of 1918, a massive offensive on the Western Front. They managed to push back the Allied lines, but it was a short-lived victory.
I'm sensing another butt coming.
But the offensive exhausted the German army, and they couldn't keep up the momentum. The Allies counterattacked with the Hundred Days Offensive, pushing the Germans back with a vengeance. At the same time, Germany's allies, Austria, Hungary, Bulgaria, the Ottoman Empire, were all crumbling under the pressure. By the fall of 1918, the whole Central Powers alliance was on the verge of collapse.
So the dominoes started falling.
One by one. Bulgaria was the first to surrender, September 1918, followed by the Ottoman Empire in October, and Austria-Hungary in November.
Looks like everyone was getting tired of the whole killing each other thing.
The war had taken its toll on everyone. Millions were dead, economies were in ruins, and morale was at an all-time low. The German people were exhausted, war-weary, and ready for it to be over.
So what happened to Germany? Did they just surrender and call it a day?
Things went a little more dramatically than that. The German Revolution broke out in November 1918, sparked by mutinies in the Navy and widespread unrest among the civilian population. The Kaiser was forced to abdicate, and Germany became a republic.
So it wasn't just a military defeat for Germany, but a complete political upheaval. Talk about adding insult to injury.
The war shattered the old order in Germany, led to the birth of the Weimar Republic, which would be plagued by political instability and economic hardship, ultimately paving the way for the rise of the Nazis. But that's a whole other story for another deep dive.
Right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So the Central Powers are in shambles, Germany's a republic, and everyone's exhausted. How did the war officially end?
On November 11th, 1918, at 11 a.m., an armistice was signed. The guns finally fell silent, and the Great War, the war to end all wars, was officially over.
Well, that's a relief. But something tells me this story isn't quite finished yet. There's got to be some fallout from all this chaos, right?
You bet there is. The war might be over, but the consequences would reverberate for decades to come, shaping the political landscape of Europe and the world. We'll dig into that messy aftermath when we get back.
Okay, so the guns are finally silent, millions are fucking dead, and everyone's got to be wondering, like, what the hell happens now? Who gets to decide what the world looks like after this shit show?
That's where the real power play begins. The victors, mainly France, Britain, and the U.S., the big dogs of the Allied gang, they decided to hold a little get-together in Paris, the infamous Paris Peace Conference. They wanted to divide up the spoils of war, punish the losers, and supposedly figure out how to prevent another global catastrophe.
Yeah, the Treaty of Versailles. That document that everyone blames for World War II. Didn't they basically screw Germany over and make them pay for everything?
They went hard on Germany, that's for sure. The treaty basically said, you started this shit, so you're paying for it literally and figuratively. Germany had to accept full blame for the war, disarm their military, give up huge chunks of territory, and pay massive reparations to the Allies.
Oof. Talk about rubbing salt in the wound. I could see why that wouldn't go over too well.
Yeah, it created a breeding ground for resentment and extremism in Germany. The Germans felt humiliated, betrayed, and like they were being unfairly punished. All that anger and frustration fueled the rise of nationalist movements, including, the Nazi Party, which ultimately led to World War II.
So the treaty that was meant to prevent another war actually helped pave the way for an even bigger one. Talk about irony. But it wasn't just Germany that got reshaped by the war, right? The whole map of Europe got redrawn, didn't it?
The whole damn continent was rearranged. Empires crumbled, borders shifted, and new countries emerged from the ashes of the old. Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, the Russian Empire, gone, broken up into smaller nations based on, ideas of ethnicity and nationality.
So World War I was like a giant game of Jenga, and someone pulled out the wrong block, brought the whole damn tower crashing down.
Pretty good analogy, actually. The war shattered the old order, that balance of power that had existed in Europe for centuries. New countries popped up, old rivalries reignited, and basically, the stage was set for future conflicts.
So, what were some of the new countries that popped up after the war? Hit me with the highlights.
Well, you had Poland, which was reborn after being partitioned for over a century. Czechoslovakia was created, kind of cobbled together from Bohemia and parts of Hungary. And then there was Yugoslavia, a union of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes that would eventually turn into its own Balkan shit show.
So, new countries, new problems. Sounds about right.
The creation of these new nations was supposed to be a triumph of self-determination, but it also created a whole new set of challenges. Ethnic tensions, border disputes, political instability, plagued many of these fledgling states. It was like trying to put together a puzzle with missing pieces.
A real clusterfuck, basically. So, new countries, new possibilities, but also new headaches. What about the rest of the world? How did World War I fuck things up beyond Europe?
Oh, the war had global consequences. The Ottoman Empire's collapse led to the creation of new countries in the Middle East, like Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, which, as we all know, haven't exactly had smooth sailing. The war also accelerated the decline of European colonialism. Colonies around the world saw the weakness of their European overlords and started demanding independence.
So World War I was like a catalyst for change on a global scale, not just in Europe.
Absolutely. It was a turning point in history, a seismic event that shifted the political and social landscape of the entire world. It led to the rise of new ideologies like communism and fascism, both of which would have a huge impact on the 20th century. It accelerated the development of new technologies, airplanes, tanks, which would change the nature of warfare forever. And it left behind a legacy of trauma and loss that would, haunt generations to come.
Damn. That's a lot to unpack. So what's the takeaway message from all this? What should our listener be thinking about as they stumble out of this historical rabbit hole?
I think the biggest lesson is that history is messy as hell. There are always unintended consequences. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of nationalism, militarism, and, just how fragile peace really is. It shows us that even seemingly small events, like the assassination of an archduke, can trigger a chain reaction that leads to global catastrophe.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive. We've explored the causes, the carnage, and the chaotic aftermath of World War I. And frankly, I need a drink.
It's a story that continues to fascinate, horrify, and teach us, even a century later.
To you, dear listener, who sent us down this rabbit hole of historical horrors, thanks for being a part of the journey. Keep questioning, keep learning, and for fuck's sake, let's try to avoid another world war, shall we?
Agreed. That's a wrap.